What's up, followers? How's everybody doing? I'm gonna put a video on today. Um, it's got to do with why, as Americans, that we should honor the flag, and we should honor the flag properly for what it stands for. I'm kind of a little irritated with all this nonsense that I've been hearing. People bringing in subjects of the flag that have nothing to do with the flag itself. Um, what they really need to do is start learning a little history on it. So I'm gonna throw up some pictures and some reasons why you honor the flag and what the flag actually stands for. And then we could do a quick breakdown of the flag, and I'm gonna give you a little history lesson real quick on this too. Um, Originally, the flag had seven red and six white stripes, and then it changed over to 8 and 7, which was 15 stripes. And you would see that flag flying over Fort McHenry, which at the time is when Francis Scott Key he wrote the Star Spangled Banner. Then it went back, and they said, "No, we're gonna go put back to the original 13 stripes, which represent the 13 colonies." So there's that. Okay, but if you break down the flag, the red stripes are for blood, white are for bandages. The sky is blue, which is the portion of the stars, and each star represents the current states. At the time, there was 13 in the circle. That's called the Betsy Ross flag. We all know about that because we read history. A lot of people have that. They just decided they don't want to read history anymore. So, but there's a little thing. But the pictures that I'm going to put up are reasons why we honor that flag and we stand for that flag. And God bless America for that flag. So here it is. All right, so the photos you just seen, you had the Revolutionary War, 1776. Sorry about that. The War of 1812. There was the Civil War. You had pictures of Iwo Jima, Normandy, D-Day, with World War One, World War Two, of course. Um, Pearl Harbor was in there. Vietnam, the Korean. I should have said the Korean War first, but the Korean War was there, and of course Afghanistan, and then of course there was just photos of some fallen soldiers, massive fallen soldiers, which is a really sad thing to begin with. So onward to the next. And of course, I'm not going to give you death tolls and all that other stuff, but there was, thousands and thousands of people who passed away during that war, those wars. So there was a very large death toll. Um, but that's America, and yet we are still young. We are still growing. We have our ups and our downs. There are, stuff that we are going through that might not always look perfect, but we are still the greatest nation ever to survive this world because we, as a nation, have that freedom to where we can do things like this, where we can get online and we could talk about stuff and we could say whether our politics are good or our politics are bad, or we don't believe in this police action or that police action, or our government has issues. or whatever it is that needs to be done. We can complain about immigration. We can complain about drugs. There's tons of stuff that we can do. That's what makes us this greatest nation, because we don't have politicians that come after us. We don't have police forces that come to your home and arrest you. We don't have cartels that will come into your home and kill you. That's what makes us a great nation. You can piss and you can moan and you can cry all you want, but I'll tell you this right out, and I might be wrong, but all you guys that are crying are all the ones that are getting the stuff that you deserved. Sorry about the interruption, but like I was saying, you deserved when you decided to protest, when you decided to go out in the streets and do stuff like that and interfere in the government's procedures and doing their duties in front of law enforcement. And yes, ICE is a federal law enforcement, so stop saying they're not. For those who are listening, they are. But they put their life on our line for this country. So when you approach them and you're hostile to them, they're going to react. They are also, the number one thing you people need to remember is they are human beings just like we are. We are all human beings. So if you threaten me and I feel threatened, then I'm going to react. You're threatening them, they're reacting, and then you're crying. So you're getting what you deserved. Now, getting back to what I was saying, the job of our country's politicians should be to protect this nation. Now, under the past administrations, and I don't care if it's Democrat or Republican, when things went sour, it's our job, their job, to protect us, to make sure that we are not hurt and we do not have to be under control of another foreign country. And you guys are crying about it. You're asking for it. Now, I'm an old timer, I guess you might want to say that. It is what it is. I'm 64 years old, and 9/11 still hurts me. And it really hurt. And I'm not even a New Yorker, but it hurts me to see that New York elected a Muslim mayor. God, that is, I don't know if he's a socialist, communist. He's one of them. But how do you do that? How do you forget 9/11? The same people that he loves and supports are the same people that blew up your buildings. Same thing in Minnesota. Come on, people, wake up. 18,000 Muslim sleeper cells are in the country. You could take that to the bank. But you don't want to, stand for your flag because you think it has something to do with the police or abortion, or you don't think the immigrants have rights. Get real, because it's guys like me and my friends and my uncles and my father who signed that contract with this government to keep you guys from being safe and able to say stupid stuff like that. So God bless America. Do some history. Stop it. Yes, you can pick on us all you want. We're not perfect. We have a lot to learn. We're still a very young country, and we all went through it, and we're all still going through it. So God bless America. Hit that like button, subscribe.